All right, we should be live. Welcome, guys, back to another Earle Sports Bet Show. I'm Timothy Earle. I'm joined here by Detroit Lenny and Terry Edelman. I needed some help because Nick still determines to abandon me every Tuesday and Thursday. But we got a big slate today. We got we can't go over any baseball because thank you Dodgers for not giving us a line, but we have a couple of college football games, an NFL game, 3 basketball games, and a humongous slate of hockey. So I'm ready to get into it. I know we have our 2 guests here. Start off with Lenny. We haven't seen you in a little bit. How has the past, say, week and a half been going for you?
It's been going. Hockey started. That's all I can say about that. It started off a little slow, but it's turning around. I mean, I think we're starting to figure out who's who. You know, teams have gotten off slow start. Some of them. So, hockey's coming around. NBA's back. Middle of football season. College football's in the swing of things. College basketball's right around the corner. Woo! It's like Christmas morning every day, baby.
Oh yes, it is. We also have Terry Edelman underneath. He joined us on that Tuesday show. But how have you been doing the past couple of days? I know you've had a rough start, but I think you've been getting better, right?
Yeah, I was 6-4 on your show on Tuesday, but yesterday was my 4th winning night in a row. So after a really rough NHL start, things are going well now. So looking to keep it going with a huge card tonight.
Oh, that's always a hope. I forgot to put your guys' records in the thing. Yeah, Terry, on that.
One job, Tim. One job.
You know what? With your performance on the last show, you're now one of the 3 out of the 4 people on their first show with the Earle Sports Bet show that you're profitable. So Nick Parsons was the only one that decided to tank that record, but. Everybody else on their first appearance did well. Sorry, Nick. I know you're doing fantastic stuff, but
damn Canadians.
I'm sorry. But
I'm Canadian.
Nah, all good. Hey, but we do have some chat to go over, and then we'll. I think we're going to be starting in the NFL today, but we're going to go ahead and jump into the chat where people were here early. Because this guy was here about 15 minutes earlier than we started.
Hey, that's the guy who wins money.
Yeah, I figured that one. That's what I figured. He said, comment, like, subscribe. Let's roll the day. He's coming in with his jokes. What do you call a piece of cheese that likes to hoop? Swiss. I like it. I always appreciate it. You know what? We're good to start. Lex said supness. So we're good to start here. We're good to go. LOL, good comment. But I'm the only like right now. We just started. People leave likes. You like the Atlanta Hawks and the over in that game. I'm thinking Miami as a home dog and the Clippers to cover a spread. Let's see how the matchups. Let's see. Well, I'll let you know how I think you're gonna do. I think it's gonna be a decent day for you, but one of those I don't think is gonna winner. But we'll just go into the thing. He says sup to Lex, sup guy. How did Bruins lose last night? That seems like a you question, guys. How did they lose last night?
I got nothing. I had the Bruins too, so I don't know.
Maybe the only thing I could have think is Boston's only played 1 game, so maybe they weren't in game shape. Like maybe they weren't ready to go when Philly was, because it was not a good game for the Bruins at all.
No, and from start to finish, it wasn't. I thought that they had a shot when they tied it up 3-3 at the end of the second period. I'm like, oh, tied up, and then
right at the beginning.
It was done. It was over.
Yeah, both of you guys are wrong. They lost because the Flyers scored more goals than them. So that's kind of how it is. So
damn it.
Lex says hi to Terry. What's up, fellas? Hope you're doing well. You too as well, Lane. But we'll go ahead and jump in. We get a Thursday night football game that, when I first saw it, looked good, and then and I'm not really liking my bet anymore. We get the Denver Broncos at Cleveland. Cleveland is a 1.5-point favorite with their backups in, because I think I saw a statistic they have like 20 players on the on the injured list right now coming into today's game, so that's not pretty. Total of 41 in this game. Terry, we'll start off with you. What are you looking for in this game?
Well, what I like to do, the very first thing I like to do in all games is I like to look at the last 5 matchups. So, like the last 5 times Denver has gone to Cleveland. I like to look at the last 5 matchups to see if there's any trends. And it so happens that Denver is 11-2 all time in Cleveland, and they have won their last 5 in a row in Cleveland. So obviously it's been a few years since they played, so it's not like it's not like I'm not saying like it's a super important stat, but it does show that Denver, like 11-2, they're able to win in Cleveland with all of Cleveland's injuries. I think this is a great spot for Denver. I'm on Denver plus 0.5 in the first half and Denver plus 1.5 full game. I could see this being a close game, maybe overtime. Like the reason why I'm going with Denver plus 1.5 instead of Denver money line is because I have this feeling that there could actually be a tie.
Ooh, that sounds gross, but okay.
I have a feeling that it could be a close game. If Denver doesn't win, I think it could be a close game, and it could even end in a tie because I don't think there's going to be a lot of offense either. So if you're looking at the 41, I think under might be a play. 2 out of the last 5 games have gone under. 2 of their last 5 matchups. So yeah, I'm liking Denver tonight, but I'm going with the safe plus 1.5 instead of the money line.
Oh, that's fair. That's this game looked good off the rip because I figured, okay, we get 2 teams that I think could really battle it out, and then we get Denver, who has just lost 3 straight. They're actually playing legit opponents, and that's when they're starting to lose. Only 3 wins this year: Jets, Giants, and Jacksonville. So they're all their teams that they beat have only gotten 1 win this year. And then once they face real opponents, they start to lose. I'm still on Cleveland, even with all the injuries in this game, just because, Case Keenum's coming in for Cleveland, which he has plenty of experience in the NFL. And I think with the players around him, even with a bunch of injuries, I still think Cleveland has a shot. But I think the stronger play in this one has to be the under, just because Cleveland doesn't have many players, and Denver's offense has been awful. They haven't been able to get anything going. And just the past couple of games, it's just been – I keep clicking on – come on, pull up the NFL, please, for me. Come on, covers. The past couple games for Denver has just been really, really bad, and I can't get behind them on a losing streak. It's like in baseball, when a team's on a losing streak, I'm not going to go and bet them. Denver's on a losing streak. I'm not betting them today. So it would be a lean towards Cleveland, lean towards the under. I don't even think I'm going to get to anything in this game. But
I don't. I agree with everything everybody just said. I do like that. I just looked that up right before the show too. That first quarter, Denver over the half. I mean, I'm hoping for a field goal. That's all I need. Cash that. I do like that bet. I kind of take the opposite end here on the total. I see it at 40.5 now. I'm hoping it gets down to 40. It's dropping slowly. I don't know if it will, but still 2 NFL teams. I think they could still get. Look, this game could end up 21-20. Very close to a tie, like Terry said. I mean, this game's gonna end up real close. I mean, you got Cleveland's just hurt. Everybody in Cleveland is hurt. They're on their 2nd string quarterback, 3rd string running back. The top 2 wide receivers for them are out. Everybody's out. Their 2 offensive tackles are both questionable. Everybody and their brother's hurt for that. But I'm kind of leaning over. I think I would love to find a prop somewhere along the lines that say, and I know it'd be very, very juicy, that both defenses score. Ooh. I think both defenses could score in this game. And if that's the case, I just think I think somehow we get to 40. I don't know how. This is going to be an ugly. I don't have an official play on this to be, real here, but I probably will at the end of the day. But it's a 1-800-GAMBLER game.
Yeah, that's what
Yeah.
that's what Nick mentioned. 1-800-GAMBLER.
This is bad. This is bad. Thursday night matchups have been terrible throughout the year, but this takes the cake. And I know they can't schedule them around injuries.
It takes the cake. Hold on, we had a Cincinnati-Jacksonville game. How does that one?
Exactly.
Oh,
exactly.
God.
Exactly.
Lex says he's lost on the spread, cannot and will not trust the Broncos. Gotta go with the over. Interesting. I'm not. The problem is I don't see enough offense. I wouldn't be surprised if I know you mentioned the over half for the Broncos in the first quarter. I wouldn't be surprised if this one was like 3-0 going into halftime. I really don't see much offense from these two teams because there's no real weapons, and Denver hasn't done much lately. So I think it would be leaning towards the under for me, but that's just an idea. Nick says plus 800 for an overtime. You couldn't find a tie though.
Plus 800 for an overtime?
I don't mind that.
I might sprinkle half a unit on that. I
don't mind that. Apparently, Terry's in the chat for whatever reason. Terry's chatting with the chat while he's in the middle.
Well played, Terry. Well played. I didn't think of that. Well played.
Is someone not making polls from class? Nick, you're not making polls? Come on, pay attention to us, not class. What are you doing?
Yeah, you had one job, Nick.
Yeah, one job. Watch Cleveland win. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I still think Cleveland wins. But we'll see. We'll see with that one. Plus 185 for any defense or special team touchdown.
Oh, I'm all over that. I'm going to find that right now.
That's fair. But that's the NFL game. I think we're going to try to speedboat through these college games just because we do have a lot of games, and I don't want to be here for 2 hours. So we'll go ahead and speed through these college football games. First game up, Tulane and SMU. SMU's at home as a 14-point favorite in this game. Total of 70.5. SMU 6-0, Tulane 1-5. I'll quickly give out the play for me and Nick. We're on, where is it? Tulane plus 14. Nick does all the college football stuff, so I let him just do whatever he wants. He's on Tulane plus 14. Lenny, do you have a? Yeah, I know you have a play.
Yeah, I'm on the fade Nick Earle bandwagon right now. So I'm taking SMU minus the 14. I don't think this game is close by any way, shape, or form. Short version, SMU comes out, smacks them, smacks their mama, smacks their friend's mama, smacks them all in the face, and goes home. I think they win by 4 touchdowns.
Wow, okay. Oh, you know what? That's a good idea, Nick. Have the plays scrolling. That's a good idea.
They are.
Yeah. Yeah, now I just put them there.
Oh, did you? Oh.
Yeah. So me and Nick have Tulane. Lenny has SMU. Terry, are you going to settle the tie?
I'm not touching any of these.
Take the over?
Didn't even look at them, I'll be honest. Didn't even look at them. So much other stuff going on that I just zoomed right past them.
All right, fair enough. Then we'll end up going back to the chat when we're done with all the games, and see that you didn't look at them. I'll just send them over to Lenny each time, and we'll just rattle through them.
We'll run through them real quick.
Yeah, because these games a lot of them are widespread, so it's not really a big deal. UL Lafayette taking on Arkansas State. ULL is a 18-point favorite in this game, total of 70. I will mention that Nick is on Louisiana Lafayette minus all the points. What are you looking at in this game, Lenny?
I don't have a play on this one. I would lean. It's just too many for me. 18's a lot. He's probably right. I'm not saying that, but the home dog, I might take home dog and all them points. I might, but I don't have an official play on this. I didn't like this game. Them Raging Cajuns, they scare me.
Oh yeah, you don't know which
heartburn.
one. You don't know which one you're going to get from week to week. So I understand that one. We'll keep on powering through. FAU and Charlotte. Nick has nothing from this game. FAU minus 7. Total of 57 in this game. Anything from this one, Lenny?
Yeah, I think the wrong team's favored. I'm taking the home dog with the points. The Charlotte 49ers average 29 points. Florida Atlantic averages 29 points. They both give up 23 to 25 points. I think this is a close game, so give me the home points.
I like it. And the only reason why we're powering through these is, Terry doesn't have anything from it, and we want to be able to spend a lot of time on hockey today because there's like 11 games today, right? 10 games, 11 games, whatever it is today. So a lot of people are more interested in the NBA and the and all that stuff. But we do got one more game. I know Allie would be interested in this one. San Jose State and UNLV. San Jose State is a -4 in this game. Total of 44. Anything in this one, Lenny? I know Nick has San Jose State.
She shouldn't be interested in it, nor should anybody else. This is 1-800-GAMBLER. I mean, these are both UNLV's 0-6, 0-2 in the conference. San Jose State Spartans 3-4, 1-2 in the conference. They're both crap teams. They both average 19 points a game. They both give up, well, UNLV gives up on average 35, but if anything, I would lean San Jose State, but I don't want nothing to do with UNLV. I don't like those 0-6 teams, because sooner or later they're going to throw one out somewhere or another. I don't want nothing to do with this game.
Fair enough. That's all the college football games. Good job. We got through them in 5 minutes. Lex Steele says SMU -14, so he's with Lenny on this one. Tulane is just bad this year, bad at home, worst away. That's fine. I know Nick has his numbers for it. I let him do what he wants. Yeah.
He's like
put play strong. I had him going. Lex is also on Arkansas +18, so he's fading us there. He's on the FAU over, and he's on San Jose over the 44. I know FAU is a heavy over team, so that makes sense with that one. No, not at all. We get to go ahead and move on over to my sport, the NBA. We got 3 games today. First game up, we get the Dallas Mavericks in Atlanta taking on the Hawks. Hawks are a 2.5-point favorite in this game. Total of 225.5. Terry, you haven't talked in a while. I'll let you go first with this game, so I could prove why you're wrong.
Yeah, I just wanted to. Interesting.
It's fair.
I wanted to start off with. I'm not an NBA capper. I'm dipping my toes into it. I'm just trying to. I'm backing teams that were good for me last year when I did jump on them. So Utah was really good last year for me, and the other team is the Dallas Mavericks. So I'm gonna jump on the underdog here, Dallas +2.5. For today's game, but obviously it is going to be a small play. Interesting for the Atlanta backers. Atlanta is 4-1 at home in their last 5 games versus Dallas, and it's gone under the total for the 5 games. So yeah, some interesting stats there.
I like that stuff.
I'm gonna go against, and I think Dallas gets the upset here, or a close game.
No, that's fair. That's fair. Lenny, where are you on this game at all?
I'm on Hotlanta. I'm on Trae Young bandwagon. I'm on Hotlanta. I'm taking them on the money line, though, just because I think this is a 1-point game. Maybe could swing either way. I don't really do a whole lot of NBA either. So I tread lightly in the NBA all year, not just because it's the beginning of this season. I do. I'll be honest with you. I'm on the follow Tim Earle bandwagon of the NBA. That's my NBA guy, and I don't, that's what I do. So I'm more of a safer bet. I mean, you can get Hotlanta on the money line for like -135, -140, depending on your book. So for me, that juice is still okay. So I'll just, I'd rather do that. It's just a mental thing for me, but.
No,
Tim settled the tiebreaker.
Yeah, I'm on Atlanta. I
won one.
Yeah,
I don't know. I don't know why it turned into a competition, but I won.
No, it's more of Atlanta was a really good home team last year. I feel like this is going to be a breakout year for Trae Young. He's one of my 3 players that I like for MVP this year, 22-1 if you're interested in betting futures. I just think he has a breakout year. And the best thing is that I feel like he has a solid enough core. And one of the big things I look at, especially in the beginning of the year, is the depth on this team. And when the bench players come in, is this team going to remain competitive? And I think Atlanta has one of the deepest benches in the NBA. I like their starting. You got Young, Capella. They got Daylon Wright from Dallas. Collins has been solid. And then once you get to the bench, you get Herter, you get Bogdanovich. Gallinari's out tonight, but you get Hunter. You just got a solid backcourt. And then you get Lou Williams in there as well when he's healthy. And I think this Atlanta team is one of the more deeper teams in the NBA. And when it comes to it, I think they win with bench points tonight. And I think that's going to be ultimately how they win the game is they'll outscore Dallas's bench by 10, 15, 20 points, and that's how they get the win tonight. I'm at Atlanta. I'll be the bold one and lay the -2.5 to get that -110 line, whatever it is. But I'm all over Atlanta tonight. I think it's a good spot in their opening game at home after what was a really good playoff run last year. So I don't know. I'm on them. So that's where I'm going. Go back to the chat for a minute. I cashed out last night with Bulls -4.5. Yeah, I was not on that one. 76ers under the 225. 226.5, sorry. I had the over in that game last night for total chaos. I didn't bet it. I ended up losing to Tony in total chaos. It happens. Jazz team total over the 117. Nice there. Astros over. I had that one. Braves money line. I did not have that one. I didn't end up betting that game. App State under the 60.5. I will say me and Nick had App State last night, so that kind of worked out nicely. Hey, sounds like you had a good night. Lex Steele is on Hot Atlanta. I like it. He got Browns or Broncos. I'm on the Browns, and I believe these two knuckleheads are on the Broncos. So that works. I
can see the Broncos winning.
Best bet is the over for that Atlanta game. Okay, I'm fine with. I know. I think Craig Trapp put out a free pick video on that one saying that he liked the Atlanta over. There's no side in this game. Damir. Oh yeah, never mind for that game. Browns and Broncos take over. Best bet. Whatever.
Lex is running the chat. He's answering all the questions for you, Tim.
I appreciate it, Lex.
Helping you get through everything.
All good. We'll go ahead and move on. This is the 8 o'clock game tonight. We get the undefeated Milwaukee Bucks taking on the Miami Heat. I know Miami 1-0 after their win against the Brooklyn Nets opening night. Miami making their first appearance of the year. I might be a little bit higher on this Miami team than most people. 2.5 point favorite for Milwaukee. Total of 224. Lenny, I'll let you fire away on this one first.
Again, I'm not the NBA guy. I'm the follow Tim Earle guy. So, but I think watching Milwaukee play the other night, they just look in midseason form. They're ready to roll. They're ready to defend. I wouldn't be surprised. Bold prediction here, not very bold, but I wouldn't be surprised they go back to back with the championship. So I'm on Milwaukee here in this spot. I took them on the money line. Same thing as the last game. NBA has a tendency to screw me out of spreads on the last second with some foul shots and stuff like that. So if I could get money line for 130, 140 instead of these little spreads, I take it. So,
that's fair.
I'll probably honestly parlay Milwaukee and Atlanta on the money line and get a little bit of plus money.
That's fair. That's fair. Yeah, I know Nick will do the same thing with the little spreads. He'll take money line if it's minus like 2.5 or something.
Yeah.
Terry, what do you got from this game?
Well, Milwaukee's 4-1 in their last 5 trips to Miami. They've covered the spread in those 4 games that they won as well. I liked what I saw because I did watch a bit of the Milwaukee game. I liked what I saw from Milwaukee. Again, I'm not an NBA expert whatsoever, but in my opinion, I don't see Milwaukee being I don't see the odds being this close. I don't see the spreads being this low for Milwaukee through most of the season. So I'm on Milwaukee money line as well. I think there's some good value for a really good team, and we'll see how it goes.
Oh, wow. So I guess I'm going to be on the opposite side of both of you guys today. That's a little rough. I'm on Miami for this one. I feel like I know. But I feel like this is going to be a letdown spot for Milwaukee. They're going to be coming off of a big home game. In their opening game, they got their rings. They were waiting for that game. They got to face the Nets. They beat them. They won by like 20 something in that game. And then now they go on the road to Miami against the Miami team, which is really improved from last year. Butler is still with the team. Bam is still with the team. Not to mention they picked up Kyle Lowry from Toronto. This team is going to be solid this year. Victor Oladipo will be out tonight, but when he gets back, this team's going to have a lot of depth. I just think that this is going to be a sort of like a dog spot, a letdown spot for Milwaukee. I don't know. Miami, first game of the year at home. I'm taking the home dog in this one. I think Miami gets the win in this spot. I just think it's a good spot for Miami. I don't know. Letdown spot for him. That's it. And hey, Lex is agreeing with me. So I'm not sure if that's a good thing or a bad thing, but Lex is agreeing with me. In fact, that'll be his dog.
That's what it
pick.
is.
Yeah, that'll be my dog fight pick today. Is the Miami Heat. I like it. Bucks money line, Golden State money line for you. Lenny had it right. Got to tread lightly starting out. Yes. AJ's. Let's cash. Terry's back in the chat. What up, my guys? Let's get it.
I'm thinking about getting in the chat now.
well, yeah, that's fine. Then what I'll do is I'll just go wham, and I'll just start talking, and you guys can be in the. No, I'm busting on you. But you guys can be in. You guys can go, yeah, talk to the chat. That's fine. I don't care. Especially when the other two people are talking. I know it's going to be a little bit more time in between everybody talking. So.
Well, for the record, I just hit the like button. So.
Oh wow! Good job, Terry. I bet you better have it as well.
Yeah, I didn't.
No, he did it. Oh well.
You had one job, Terry. One job.
One job. Marco's coming in. Last night was a weird night in the NBA. Things went a little bit crazy, but it was first night a full slate. Tomorrow is another full slate. Going to be better. Hey, last night was fine for me. I think I forgot to really go over it. Looking at last night, just a quick look back. I had Detroit, which was a loser. I didn't start off the night good. Detroit, loser. I had the under in that Boston-New York game that went to double overtime. Safe to say that did not cash. And then I had New Orleans, plus 3.5. They lost by 20. And then the rest of my night went fantastic. I had San Antonio. They won by 26. I had Utah. They won by 21. I had the Kings plus 5.5 in the money line. They won by 3. And I had the Nuggets plus 6 in the money line. They won by 12. So end of the night was great. Beginning of the night sucked. But I don't know. It was a good night for me. So Leon, just hit the like too. Thank you. Lenny's in the chat saying hi, and Nick's saying hi to Lenny. Lenny's talking back to him.
How's class?
That was class. Played Detroit when they start getting on a streak. Maybe Pistons. Hey, maybe. Man. But we got one more NBA game, and then we get into these two guys' domain in the NHL. But we get to move on to the last game. We get the Clippers taking on the undefeated Golden State Warriors. Warriors 1-0 after their win against the old fart Lakers. I'll go first with this game because I let you guys go first in the other ones. And I think we all have the same pick in this one. I like Golden State. I think that this Clipper team really overachieved last playoff. I don't really think they should have beaten Utah. And Kawhi Leonard is still out with his recovery from his torn ACL. He's ahead of schedule, but he's still going to be out for a while. I think this is going to be a rough year for the Clippers. I don't really think we're going to see much from them. I think Golden State comes in, even though Klay Thompson's still out. He's expected to be back within a month, which will be fantastic for this Warriors team. I think Warriors will definitely be competitive this year. Serge Ibaka will also be out on that Clippers side. I think Golden State comes in and wins this game by double digits at home. Their home opener. I like Golden State minus 3.5. Any guys want to chime in?
What he said. I mean,
First.
yeah, what he just said, folks. You know, I mean, I have a question for the
Yeah.
NBA guy. What
Okay.
is there a projected date or time frame for Kawhi Leonard? Just out of pure curiosity here.
It only says he's ahead of schedule, no timetable.
Okay.
Which I really don't know. I'll look more into it, but they don't have a direct date. But he should be back by mid October or whatever. No, it doesn't really have a date. But what are you guys looking at liking for this game, Terry?
I'll jump in. I am on Golden State money line as well. But one thing that I don't really like is Clippers have won their last four of their last 5 in Golden State. Yeah. I know Golden State had a bit of a rough year 2 years ago, right?
And keep in mind during those times, Clippers had Kawhi and Golden State did not have Klay Thompson. So
obviously, like I said, those records don't you don't live and die by those records, but they do kind of show a trend. I'm going against the trend in this game, and I'm on Golden State money line. I liked what I saw. I had a free bet from one of my books for the first night of NBA, so I put Golden State money line and cashed that. So I was like, I was pretty happy with that, and I'll go back with the Warriors again.
Sounds good. I know you guys just want to really transition into hockey, and that's what we'll go do. We'll go check in the chat, and then I know we have a big hockey slate, which you guys will have fun with. So, the beginning of the NBA was bad, but the end turned out okay. Yeah, it was good. Stop saying undefeated teams. Hey, shut up! Sabres for the cup. There you go, Nick.
Oh my God.
Hey, they're undefeated. Terry and Lenny be like, it's a hockey already. Fair enough. Someone say hockey. Yes, Lenny. Someone said hockey. Lots of hockey today. Yes. Actually, as I re-looked at bets, I actually did pretty good last night in the NBA, but I should stay away from the 3 games. Detroit plus, they lost by 6. New Orleans plus, they got blown out. And Toronto minus. I was not on Toronto. I know a lot of people was on Toronto. I leaned more towards Washington. I don't think Toronto's a good team this year. But I didn't bet that game. Wish I did. But I know everybody wants to get to hockey, and that's what we're going to do. We get a big hockey slate today. We get to start off with the Carolina Hurricanes taking on the Montreal Canadiens. Hurricanes minus 120 favorites on the road against a Montreal team. Carolina 2-0 this year. Wins against, I believe, was the Islanders and Nashville. I know one of them was the Islanders. I was at that game. Ugly. Other than Montreal, 0-4 this year. They have not looked good. Losses to Toronto, the future Stanley Cup champions, the Rangers, and the Sharks, two future Stanley Cup champions, Sabres. So not a good start to the year for them. We'll start with Terry because he's the hockey expert in this one. Where are you going in this game?
All over the Hurricanes. Carolina money line, Carolina in regulation. I may even look at some other bets to do with Carolina because I'm just all over Carolina. They're 3-1-1 in their last 5 trips to Montreal. And with this matchup, there's a bit of a Montreal put in an offer. So in NHL, you can offer sheet players. So if they haven't signed a contract and they're RFA, you can send an offer sheet to a player. But most GMs don't do it because it's kind of like an agreement between the GMs that they won't do it.
Kind of a dick move.
Yeah, kind of a dick move.
Yeah, kind of. It's like an unwritten rule. You just don't be a dick.
So Mark Bergevin decided, I believe it was 2 years ago or last year, I'm not exactly sure, but he decided to offer sheet Sebastian Aho, one of Carolina's top center. So Carolina matched the offer, but this year, Kotkaniemi from Montreal, Carolina offer sheeted him, and they did it, and it was completely a revenge move. They posted on Twitter, like $20. Like they gave him a $20 signing bonus.
Yeah.
And number 20 is the number for Sebastian Aho wears. The statement that Montreal put out when they oversheeted Aho, Carolina put the exact same statement out, like the exact same. It was a revenge move for Carolina. So these two teams, there's some hatred there.
Yeah. They
Montreal's
don't like
0
each other.
4. Montreal started horribly. They don't have Price. They don't have Weber. They don't have Edmondson now on the defense. Montreal just looks horrible. They are not getting. They're a complete stay away team for me. I haven't been on them at all this year, and yeah, I'm going Carolina. I might even add the Carolina puck line in. I think this is not a close game at all.
All right. Lenny, what do you think?
I don't disagree with anything Terry said. I stayed away from this game officially, but I do tend to lean the other way on this with the home team. I like the little bit of plus money here. I'm treading lightly in the NHL right now because I started out super slow. So until I get my feet underneath me, like some of these teams, I don't know. Montreal is 0-4. They are 0-2 at home. They don't look good right now. So I'm just staying away. I don't want to, because of that hatred. I think anything could happen in this game, so I'm gonna just stay away from it. But you could make an argument either way for this, in my opinion. I do like the little, from a handicapper standpoint, I like a little bit of that plus money, but I stayed away from this game overall.
That's fair. Go back to the chat. Marcos talking about NBA. So everything in cash you profit off of. There you go. Besides those three. There you go. Canes, we should be on Canes, according to Leon. That's fair. Nick says it's a trap. Habs money line here. And Lex is also on the Canadians.
Oh, well, there you have it. Lex Steele.
Oh. Whale play? 1,000 unit whale play. Guaranteed. What now?
Yeah.
If you bet Montreal, just transfer me some money. Stay away from Montreal. I mean, if they're going to win eventually, right?
I don't know.
Montreal looks like shit. Canes look great.
When Carey Price comes back.
Well, yeah, they'll win before Price comes back, because who knows when Price is coming back. But
true.
This season, it's only 4 games in, so it's not do or die. But when you're starting off 0-4 and you're in a tough division with Tampa, Boston, Florida, Toronto, I feel like the Habs might even be close to giving up already. Like, some of their players might even realize that they're just they don't have a chance.
Yeah, they do look like they're phoning it in a little bit. In a lot of games.
Early. Hold on, guys.
I know, but
but
they're in a tough division. They're in a tough
they don't get an opportunity to start slow. Not in this division, anyway. I agree 100% with what Terry said. You can't start slow in this division. Not with Tampa, Boston. Like I said, I mean,
Florida's what proves.
You're not going to make that. You're not going to make that ground back. You're just not.
That's fair.
So phoning it in for Montreal.
Well, we get the next game, but hold on, I forgot to put a total in because I'm an idiot. There we go. We get to go on to the next game. San Jose Sharks, undefeated San Jose Sharks, taking on the Ottawa Center. Hey, they're not 1-0. They're 2-0. They have wins against Montreal and Winnipeg. So they actually have some wins on their belt. Get to go up against Ottawa, who are 2-1 this year. This one's a pick 'em. We got them pretty much minus 110 each. Total of 6 in this game. We'll start with Lenny this time. What do you got for this one?
I'm on the home team on the pick 'em. I'm on Ottawa here slightly. It's a lean that way. I don't have an official play yet, but I like Ottawa and I like the under. Sixes are almost an automatic fade for me unless it's a handful of teams that I know can score a lot of goals, or the other team has just a crappy goaltender. So I'm on Ottawa, but it is a slight lean towards them for reasons. I really don't have a reason. I just like the home team here. I think they're both evenly matched teams. I think they're both not great teams. They could be sneaky teams. I like Ottawa to maybe be a little sneaky team this year, but to cover some spreads in here or there. But I like I like Ottawa here, and I don't really have a great reason for it. It's terrible analysis on my part. I'm a piece of shit, so move on to the next one. There you go.
Hey, Terry,
I don't really have anything on this one.
Hey Terry, can you actually talk some sense?
I got some stats that you're gonna like.
Oh, thank you. Statistics, thank you.
I'm not a stat guy.
Ottawa's 4-0-1, so no regulation losses. Their one loss was an overtime loss or a shootout loss, but they're 4-0-1 in their last 5 home games. First, the Sharks, and the over it went over in 4. So okay, so I have 6 written here. So 4. I think the total is 5.5. Is it? It says 6. It's 6 now.
I got 6 on mine.
Okay.
According to covers, it's 6.
Okay, so 4 of the games went over, and then one of them landed on 6. So none of the games went under, and San Jose didn't win any of the games. San Jose is off to 2-0 start, but they're a hard team for me to. They're a hard team for me to judge, like with only the couple games they played so far. I don't have an official play, or I didn't have an official play on this game, but the more I think about it, I am leaning towards Ottawa and the over. The Senators have looked okay, 2-1 this year. I don't believe in San Jose. I think they're going to come back to earth. So I might put a small play on the over here, and maybe a small play on Ottawa, but nothing official as of yet.
Fair enough. We'll go back to the chat before hopping into the next game, as we always do. Marcos still with the NBA. That Knicks game was really good last night. Went to double OT. Big 3. Yeah, I had the under in that game. Wasn't really good to me. Knicks on the San Jose Sharks. Lex Steele is on Ottawa. Talk to me when you get a morning wood shirt. I guess Lex is trying to flex here.
Lex is flexing.
Lost by 4 goals last night. Okay, you're on the San Jose Sharks too, I guess. Whatever.
No, I just want to say, baby shark to do.
Fair enough. Lex will see. Marcus will see us tomorrow. Sounds good. We'll see you then. Nope. Don't stop believing. Hold on to that feeling. Slightly lean towards Ottawa. Fair. That's fair.
Yeah, I agree with that.
This is a tough match. This is a tough game to predict right now. I don't think there's a lot.
I mean, it's a pick 'em for a reason. So
yeah.
Speaking of another pick 'em, we get the Colorado Avalanche taking on the Florida Panthers. This one's it's minus 120 for Florida, but it was close to a pick 'em. According to coverage, it's like a minus 115 right now for the Panthers. So pretty close to a pick 'em. Total is 6.5 in this game, so higher total in this one. Colorado 1-2 this year, undefeated Florida Panthers, top of that division, tied with the future Stanley Cup champions, Boston Sabres, Buffalo Sabres. I know I stuffed. We'll start with Terry again for this one. Where are you going with this game?
Well, this is the game of the night in the NHL, so I think it's pretty easy to say. Like the 2 really good teams facing each other. Colorado hasn't looked well to start the season, and as a Wild fan, I completely love it because the Avalanche are the team that's predicted to win the Central, and everybody just thinks they're a shoo-in for the playoffs, and we might as well just give them the cup already. But San Jose, Colorado and Florida. Spencer Knight had a great first game on Tuesday, but they're going back to Bobrovsky. So that's why the total, I think, is more of 6.5. Colorado is won 3 of the 5 of their last trips to Florida, but you have to realize Florida has had a bad team for a long time. They're just starting to finally put things together now. 4 of the 5 games went over 6.5. So they are high-scoring games when these 2 teams meet up. I'm on Florida money line here. Underdog price, or I guess, are they the favorites?
No, they're the favorites in this game.
Oh, well, they were underdogs last night. But, I'm on Florida. I like them. I like Florida. I'm very high in Florida. And Colorado is still without Landeskog. McKinnon came back for his first game, but was a -4 and just didn't look good. He is going to turn that around eventually, but hopefully not tonight. I'm on Florida money line, and yeah.
There you go, Lenny. You on Florida as well, or you on Colorado?
Yeah, what he said. Basically, I'm on Florida. I think they're going to be a sneaky good team this year. I think they're starting to put some stuff together. I like what they're doing down there. Look, I'm a Red Wings fan. I can't stand Colorado. My brother-in-law lives in Colorado. He's an Avs fan. We don't speak. I don't. I mean, our hatred goes deep. The Red Wings and Colorado. Yeah, you and me and Terry. We might be on different teams here, but we can all agree we hate Colorado. So if you're an Avs fan, hit the like button and then get out. That's where I'm at. So I don't like Colorado. I won't bet with them. I do think they're going to get to the playoffs. They're a good team this year, but if their tour bus, happened to break down on the side of the road, I wouldn't be mad. But I am on the under on this game. I forgot to put it in the chat for Tim, but I am on the under for this game at 6.5. I do think it gets really close. I know they tend to go over and all that, but for me, 6.5 and 7 is like my baseball 10. I just can't go. I can't bet the overs on those. So that's where I'm at on that. But I lean Florida for sure on this.
That's fair. That's fair.
AJS is right. Landeskog is.
Yeah, I was just about to say. When I saw that comment, I
went and checked.
I went on to DraftKings because normally that's where I get all my injury reports, and he has nothing next to his name.
He was suspended. So it was a 2-game suspension. So he'll be back tonight.
Yep. That's good for Colorado, but I know it's not good
for
you guys.
Good for people who have the over, who want the over.
Guy who wins money. Montreal line up looks terrible. The players aren't good. True. Together, Carolina looking great. Not betting the game, but wouldn't take Montreal as a dog. And then we come in for this game. Panthers money line. You're liking the Panthers. A lot of people are. Florida isn't a sneaky team. They are a good team, and Barkov is 28-1 to win an MVP. Pick for Nick, and they are Cup contenders. There you go.
Well, let's slow down on that. Let's pump the brakes on that.
People saying Colorado hasn't looked good. How hasn't looked good. Who hasn't looked good? Montreal. How can you fade Colorado and not Montreal? I don't bet NHL, and these two are on Carolina for that game. It's just Nick who does that. Get back to class, Nick. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Coyote Oilers over. We'll get to that game in a little. Calgary money line. We'll get to that one in like 3 games. So we'll get through all the games. We'll go to the next one. We get the Washington Capitals in New Jersey taking on the Devils in this one. Both teams have looked pretty good this year. 2-0-1 for the Washington Capitals. New Jersey, I know Nick's been on them both times they played. They're 2-0 to start off the year. Washington, slight 115 favorites in this game. Total of 6. I believe we started with Terry last time. So, Lenny, go ahead.
I'm on the Devils here. I think, I'm going to use Washington's a good team. Don't get me wrong, but I like the plus money here. I might even, there's a slight plus money, by the way. I think it's like plus 105 is where I got it or whatever. I'm on the Devils here. Washington, I know Washington's a good team or whatever. I know all of that stuff that's going on in Washington with Ovechkin and all that and trying to chase Gretzky and all that. But I like the Devils here. I think they're going to be a really good team this year, better than people expect them to be, where I think this is a letdown spot for Washington, and they're not going to be as good as people think they're going to be. But for all your stat NHL needs, see Terry Ellman.
Terry?
I'm not the stat guy.
You going with this one?
So, like Nick, I've been on the Devils both games. They cashed me both games. I'm very high on the Devils. They have a lot of good youth. They have a lot of good talent coming. Even like Ty Smith, who hasn't played this year, he's going to be a stud defenseman. Blackwood Their starting goaltender, he hasn't played either. He's a very good goaltender. But as Nick put in the chat, Wedgwood is in net for New Jersey tonight. And when it comes to the stats, Washington has won 4 of their last 5. So 4 of the last 5 in New Jersey. And it's gone under 3 of the 5 games. So Washington knows how to beat New Jersey. They know how to beat New Jersey at home. This is the one spot, like, because I type out the games for each day. I have a spreadsheet, so I type them out for like a week in advance, so I can see all the matchups for the week. And I am going to be on New Jersey going forward, but not tonight. I'm on Washington money line, especially with Jack Hughes being out. I think that's going to hurt New Jersey. So for this matchup for today, I'm definitely on Washington money line. But New Jersey's not a team I really want to fade. But in this spot, like Nick said, it's a spot for Washington, in my opinion.
Yeah, fair enough.
Back to the chat. I know Colorado hasn't looked good, but my 9-leg parlay from yesterday agrees.
9 legs.
Fair enough. Islanders, Columbus tie 3-3 at the end of the third. That's what you're thinking?
That's a good look.
That's fine. Nick is weird. I know. I live with him. New Jersey,
Preaching
Washington
to the choir here,
8.
bro.
He thinks it's going over 8. That's a lot.
Yeah, that's a high number.
Yeah. Here comes Nick with this. I love the Devils this season. This is a capital spot for me. It's going to be Wedgwood and net for New Jersey. Jersey is a good young team. They are. Hey, that works. We get another one. Speaking of the Islanders, they go to Columbus in today's game. They are a minus 145 favorite, total of 5.5. Islanders coming off their first win of the year against Chicago. Columbus is 2-1 this year. They're coming off their first loss to the Detroit Pistons. Terry, where you got on this one?
Well, Columbus is 3-1-1, so 3 wins, 1 regulation loss, 1 overtime loss in their last 5 home games versus the Islanders. The Islanders haven't really got off to a very good start this year, and Columbus has. I was down. Most people are down on Columbus to start the season. They aren't really expected to do that well, but they have got off to a good start. And the fact that they are able to beat the Islanders at home, given the fact that they're at home, I'm going to go with Columbus money line here. But I do like guy who wins money said about the 3-3 tie end of the third. I do like to bet the overtime draws because you can get them like plus 3 or
300, 340.
Yeah, you can get good numbers for them, plus 300, plus 275.
Right.
So I would look at that. Like if there were for the games on the board, this would be one of the ones I would look at for the draw. But I like Columbus here. I think they get the win.
That's fair. I mean, I don't really like that as an Islander fan, but Lenny, you gonna prove him wrong or?
Now, the draw is plus 310 on my book, and at the end of regulation, so I don't mind that at all. I think Columbus is starting out very hot, and you're right. Nobody expected them to be anything. And the Islanders are trash, bro. I'm here to tell you that. I'm your friend, Tim, and friends don't lie to friends, and the Islanders are trash. So I like the plus money here. I might sprinkle a little bit on that plus 310 in the draw, though. Ain't nobody mad at that. So, but I don't have an official play on this game. I don't really. Again, I'm treading very lightly in the NBA and NHL right now. So, there's that.
That's fair. Nick's even saying no value on New York Islanders in this game. It's a dog spot or nothing from him. So, and AJ's is on Columbus as well. That's fine. Speaking of trash teams, we'll go ahead and move on to the next game. You get the Detroit Pistons. Sorry, not Pistons, Red Wings. I'm on NBA mode still. You get the Detroit Red Wings. You know, I'm trying to hockey, but I also have NBA, and I had the Pistons last night, and I'm still going back. It's fine.
It's like the third time. It's cool, bro. It's cool.
As long as I don't call them the Lions or the Tigers, I'm good. But you get Detroit hosting Calgary. Calgary's a minus 135.
Cool. We just only have all those banners in the background. It's cool.
All right. Well, what's no, we minus 135 for Calgary. Total of 5.5. I'm gonna guess I know what Detroit Lenny has on him, but go ahead.
Yeah,
anyway.
You can move on. I'm all over Detroit here. I'm on. Well, not all over. I took him on the money line. I took him plus the. I took him on the puck line, and I took him on the money line a little bit. Sprinkle a little bit on that. So I like them at home. They've started out hot. I mean they're 2-0-1, I think.
Yeah.
Or no. Yeah, 2-0-1 or whatever. Calgary's only played really one game. I think they're just 0-1. But I'm not, the Calgary's not good. I don't care what anybody says. And I think the Red Wings are a young team that could potentially be sneaky good this year and upset some people. So I don't like what's his name in net for them. Grease, or I don't know how you say these people's names. I'm terrible with names, so that's why I never mention anybody's names. But I am on the Red Wings for homer reasons. I try not to be, but I am on the Red Wings.
That's fair. Terry, do you want to give actual analysis for this one?
It's great analysis.
So Grice is in net tonight. It's Nedeljkovic.
Oh, there you go.
That's the guy, and I don't like him either. I want him to go to Kosa, the 6'7" guy in the WHL or the.
If you really love the Red Wings, you don't want them to go to Kosa. You don't want them to rush.
I like that guy.
Look at Carter Hart though. Look at Carter Hart in Philly. They rushed him, and he might never actually reach his true potential now.
I don't want him to go now, but he's the future. Kosa, this dude's a monster, 6'7". He is the future. 2 years.
Yeah, I was surprised that Yzerman went after Kosa instead of Wallstedt. Minnesota got Wallstedt, but same thing with Wallstedt. I don't want Minnesota to go anywhere near him right now. You let him develop. Don't rush franchise goaltenders. You let them develop. Don't rush them. Nedeljkovic is a good goaltender. He had a rough first start with Detroit, but the fact that you guys got him, I believe, third round pick or something. I can't remember, but it was an insane deal that Yzerman pulled off to get him. I like that they're going back to him tonight. Detroit started off very well so far this year, 2-0-1. Calgary's 0-1-1, so they haven't won yet. I am going to have a small play here on Detroit money line. I like the way they're playing, the fact they're at home. Calgary has won 3 of the 5 times they've gone to Detroit, but Detroit's been really bad the last few years.
Yeah.
When they played. So in the NHL, a lot of these teams haven't played. So when I'm giving these stats out for the numbers, a lot of teams didn't play each other last year. Yeah. Right? So Calgary and Detroit didn't play each other at all last year. So we're going back 2 years and then like 4 years before that. So those matchups don't matter as much. Washington, New Jersey, that matters because they played each other like eight times last year. So
yeah,
different stats matter more.
I don't hate Nedeljkovic or whatever the heck. Yeah, that guy. I don't hate him. Yeah. I see him as a stop gap kind of thing. He's going to be there for, I hope, 2 to 3 years till Kosa does come up naturally through the ranks and develops, like you say. And that guy is the future. Where Grice is terrible.
Oh yeah, Grice.
I know he's out there. They're off to a hot start, but I don't like him at all.
Fair enough.
Yeah, he had a good good game. His last game out, he had a very good game. So, I am kind of surprised they're going back to Nedeljkovic, but he is he has more of a future than Grice does because Grice is towards the end of his career. 100%. But I do like Nedeljkovic, so I'm going to go with Detroit money line here. I think they get the win at home. This could be another draw opportunity. Could be a close game that goes to overtime. But
that's fair.
Yeah.
I might sprinkle a little bit on the over too. But
yeah,
that's
fair.
me being a degenerate homer.
Yeah.
Just hoping for all the goals. But it goes in overtime, 3-3 or something
Four
like that.
of the last 5 matchups have gone over 5.5.
See, I don't need this stat. I just know.
Yeah, okay. Yeah. See how just knowing will get you, how far that will get you, and then you'll only be like, you know what?
The hockey expert agreed with me, Tim. The hockey guy agreed with me.
All right, fair enough. Back to the chat. Islanders are not trash. They're starting off with 13 straight road games.
Yeah, still trash. You got to win the road games too, bro.
Can't just win them at home. Over 5.5 for this Detroit game for Steele. That's fine. If Lenny on it, so am I. Apparently, you're back in Lenny now. I'm not sure if that's a good idea. Let's go Detroit.
Check my
Lenny.
stats.
There you go. Yeah, Detroit has been doing well. You have been doing well on the show. That's fair. Dogger pass for Detroit game pass here. This is a season where Detroit will be good this season as a home dog. No one told this Red Wings team they were supposed to suck yet. Fair enough. Nedeljkovic is your future in net. I thought he was a tennis player.
Probably is.
Fair enough. I'm kidding. No, Calgary, Nick, they haven't gotten a win yet, and they have been playing well. They will stay hungry, but to get a win tonight after blowing the lead to the Ducks, 1.5 Flames puck line. He's taking the +1.5 on it. Okay, that's a little juicy, but all right. Oh, the highway robbery for the way Detroit got Nedeljkovic. Fair enough.
Fair.
False.
Just on everything he says.
Fine. Grace sucks now that he doesn't have the New York Islanders defense in front of him. That's fair. But we got 4 games left. We get the other New York team. We get the Rangers in Nashville taking on the Preds. This one's pretty close to a pick'em as well. I forgot to put the line in it. Just think of it as a pick'em. -115 for Nashville. 105 the other way for the Rangers. Total of 5.5 in this one. Terry, where are you going in this game?
I was really high on the Rangers just to start the season or before the season started. And their first 2 games looked pretty bad. I was kind of getting worried, thinking, like, am I on the wrong side here? They're 2-1-1 now, so they've obviously righted the ship a bit. Rangers have won 3 of their last 5 in Nashville.
I'll be right back.
Two teams that don't play a lot, so it's not like they play all the time. But I'm going to go with the Rangers money line here. I like the Rangers as a team. I like their team a lot more than Nashville, and I think they get the road win here in Music City.
Yeah. I will say I know Nick is on the other side. Nick's on Nashville in this game. You mentioned that he's not sold on the Ranger team just yet. To be honest, Preds money line. And then Allie's, you know what? She's the boss. She's coming in. She's saying, "What up, money makers? Smash the like button." Allie says, "Hit the like button." You better hit that like button. So do that. Who did you have for your last Woody standing pick yesterday?
Boston.
Well, you're out.
Yeah.
Hi, hey, Larry, you're back.
Sorry, the guy across the street decided to do all kinds of construction on his front lawn when I have my window open, so I closed
Fair
it.
enough.
You probably still hear some of it.
All good.
That would sound like a dryer with like something like.
Sound like somebody was trying to pull like a chain across the ground.
He's like unloading a backhoe off a trailer, and it just like slams all out, and my dogs are going nuts and whatever. Welcome to Vegas. But
Rangers, Predators. What do you think?
Whatever Terry said. No, I'm just kidding.
Well, that's not a bad option, but
yeah, listen. We're finally going to talk about a New York team that's good, and it's.
Well, we'll be back in a...
What the hell, bro? No,
My show.
Yeah, that's fair. I'm used to Allie putting me in a timeout, not you. So this is game time decision.
Fine. This is fine.
This will be revenge is game time decision today. So tread lightly. I don't really have an official play on this game. I just didn't really look at it, so I really don't have anything on this game. The Rangers haven't looked bad where the Predators have, in my opinion. So, if anything, I would lean towards the Rangers here for some plus money. When these games that are really evenly matched, I kind of lean to plus money here, but I will probably stay off of it all the way because the plus money's on the away team. So I don't want to go against the home team here. So that's where I'm at. I just stayed off of this game. I don't like it a whole lot.
That's fair. We went through the chat. We do get 3 more games left. We'll go to Canada now. You get Anaheim in Winnipeg taking on the Jets. Jets are a minus 200 favorite. The total is 5.5 for whatever reason. Once again, I did not put a total in for that because I was typing them up quick and I missed it. There we go. Total of 5.5 in this game. I don't really. Lenny, what do you got for this one?
Winnipeg. I lean Winnipeg in this, but the juice is way too high for me to get involved. I take Winnipeg in regulation, or something to that nature. I'm high on Winnipeg though. I was at the end of that last year. In regulation, you can get them at minus 120, so that's way better than minus 200 for me. So I would lean Winnipeg in regulation. I can't stand teams that play in California. There's no ice in California. You shouldn't have hockey.
Terry, do you think people in California should have ice?
I think they should have ice. That's not what I said, Tim.
They should. Do you think they should have hockey?
I think that there should be one team in California. I think that there should be. I think there should only be one team in Florida. I don't think there should be any teams in Arizona. So the NHL has there's some work to do.
They have to have teams everywhere.
If I was commissioner, I'd have it spread out a bit more. But when it comes to this game, some interesting stats here. Winnipeg has won their last 5 games at home versus the Ducks, but the Ducks won the 5 previous to that. In the 5 games that Winnipeg has won, they've only won one of them by 2. All the other games were by 1. I'm on Anaheim plus 1.5 here. I might also add Anaheim money line as well.
Oh, what the
Anaheim has looked good this year to start. They beat the Jets 4-1 in Anaheim already. Winnipeg has, as Nick said in the chat, Winnipeg has a ton of COVID. Mark Scheifele, their top line center, is out, as well as their captain Blake Wheeler. He's out as well. It is Winnipeg's home opener. They're 0-3 to start the season, a team that most people really had high hopes for. But Anaheim is a scrappy team that's been keeping games close. So I think the plus 1.5, not the best odds for it, but I really like that play. And then sprinkle a little bit on the Anaheim money line, and we'll see what happens.
That's fair. And then Nick also mentioned that guy,
Capo Caco. He plays for the Rangers.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, see, Tim, this is why I don't try and pronounce hockey names or tennis names.
Well,
everybody ends in OV.
Yeah, I was trying to find him in the list because I wanted DraftKings when we were talking about this game of the Anaheim Winnipeg to see who was out, and I was trying to find the Kako guy. I couldn't find him. I was scrolling, couldn't find him. So I figured that you would know. Lenny says, "Get back to class, Nick." He's telling the teacher, "You're not my dad." Sorry, you're not my dad. You don't know that.
You don't know that. You don't know that.
Yikes!
I'll shut him right up.
That's fine. Well, we'll just keep moving along.
We'll keep moving along.
We got 2 hockey games left to go over. Vancouver is in Chicago. Chicago is a minus 135 favorite in this game. Still winless, the Shithawks. Total of 6 in this game. I believe we go to Harry.
I don't have a play on this, so you can just skip me. I'll be 100% honest with you. I have 0 play on this game.
Fair enough. Okay.
Tim, you deserve a gold star for calling them the Shithawks.
Yes.
That is my nickname for Chicago. So
Well, I see Melissa saying that all the
100%.
time.
yeah. So you don't like Colorado, Lenny, right? That's
Yeah,
that's your
100%.
big rival, right? I don't like them
Right.
either. Obviously, they're Minnesota's rival.
Right.
But Chicago, the Shithawks, they are the
Can't
team I
stand 'em.
despise more than any other team. They knocked us out of the playoffs in 2013, 2014, and 2015. So 3 years knocking us out of the playoffs. I hate that team with a passion. I'm so happy to see them at 0-4. They're 0-4, right?
Yep.
I'm so happy to see that they haven't won a game yet, and I hope that continues. When it comes here with Vancouver, Vancouver's 3-1-1, so 3 wins, 1 regulation loss, and 1 overtime loss in their last 5 trips to Chicago. 4 of the 5 games went over 6, and 3 of the games went to overtime. So these teams tend to play close games. Vancouver wins, and it goes over. I am on the over 6. That's the only play I have in this game. I do like the over. Fleury has not looked good, but it doesn't look like he's in net tonight. It looks like it's going to be Lankinen. Chicago's goaltending hasn't looked good. Chicago's defense hasn't looked good. Vancouver, I was on Vancouver against Buffalo, and they lost miserably. They barely beat Philadelphia when they beat Philadelphia. So I don't have any trust in Vancouver. I definitely don't have any trust in the Shithawks. So the over 6 is where I'm going to go in this game.
That's fair. And Lenny,
Yeah,
already
that
mentioned
Fleury
this
thing.
now,
Yeah, that Fleury thing is amazing. And Nick just brought that up. I can't. Like when we talked about this, me and Nick, about with Fleury and net, Chicago could be a sneaky kind of good team a little bit, whatever. And he just, without that defense in front of him, he does. I mean, granted, it's been a handful, less than a handful
4
of
games,
games, right? Yeah, so we'll see further down the season, but right now, I am okay with Chicago looking like crap. So,
Demko been looking shaky. Who's that for?
That's Vancouver's goalie.
Yeah.
Fair
So
enough.
both goalies not looking very good. Yeah, I was just going to type in the chat, but I'll just say it now. I do like that team total over to Nick's saying that's a good look to look at as well. I expect lots of goals in this game.
That's fun. I like it. We have one more game to round out the end of the night. Edmonton Oilers, good size favorites, -210 against the Arizona Coyotes. Coyotes have not won a game yet, and we don't really expect them to win many this year. Edmonton 3-0 to start off the year. Total of 6 in this game. Lenny, we'll start off the last game with you.
I'm on, Edmonton probably in regulation here. My official play, I'm hoping this game comes close. I'm riding the Nick trend. Now, we talked about net picks and shell. The home team plus on the puck line. I'm riding that, and it's hitting that over in about 91%, I think he said, or something like that. So I'm riding that trend lightly, very lightly, because it's the Coyotes, very lightly. But I'm on them plus a goal and a half. I got that at, I think it was like -130. Since we've been on the show, it's moved up to -145. So I beat that line movement a little bit. I'll probably jump over 150 by the end of by game time. So I'm on that home dogs, plus 12-1 this season. That's what I'm riding in that specifically for that reason. Otherwise, the Coyotes are trash. Best team in Phoenix is the Suns. Well, actually the Cardinals. I forgot about football.
Yeah, let's say Arizona has, but they're not in. They're in Glendale, Arizona. They're not in Phoenix. So
it's a 15-minute drive.
Yeah, no, I'm busting on it. Terry, what do you got for me?
Okay, all right.
So this game, I am on Edmonton in regulation and Edmonton team total over 3.5. As Nick said, Koskinen is in net for the Oilers due to Smith being on IR. Stalock, former Wild goalie, has that heart condition that you get from COVID. So he's also on IR. So Oilers don't have good goaltending. They didn't have good goaltending before the Smith injury. But now with
Right.
Koskinen's not a good goalie. But then you have to look at Arizona's roster. They don't have good forwards. They don't have good defensemen. They don't have good goaltenders. Now, their goaltender playing today, Veljmelka? I'd have to see the spelling on it.
Sounds good.
But I believe it's Veljmelka. He has played well so far for Arizona in the couple games that he's played. So that's the only thing that's kind of making me a little worried about the Edmonton team total. But Connor McDavid and Leon Draisaitl facing this defense, facing Arizona's defense, like the kid is going to have to stand like on his head and net to have any chance of keeping this close.
Yeah.
So I do like the Edmonton team total over 3.5, a little bit more than the Edmonton regulation, but I just don't see. I don't see how this game stays close. Now, if you look at previous history, Edmonton's won 3 of the last 5 in Arizona, but only 1 of those did they win by more than 2. And the total has gone under in 4 of the 5 games. So the trends kind of say a low-scoring game, but you have to remember Arizona was a low-scoring, good defense, a good goaltending team the last few years, and then they traded everybody away and grabbed old, slow Andrew Ladd and players like that aren't that should be in the AHL. So yeah, I see Edmonton as the much better team, a much better offense, and yeah.
Fair enough. No, hey, fade the bad teams. Arizona, not going to be good. You don't need to be betting on them. That's fair. I know enough. Nick's been talking in the chat. Similar to Angels pitching, Edmonton goaltender sucks. Fair enough. But we have finally made it through all the NHL games and everything for today. There was a lot of games. I wonder if we have a line on the MLB game by now. Let's see. Just to give it a peek. No, Dodgers still suck. Oh, no, they do. We don't know who's pitching for the Dodgers. Dodgers are minus 142 favorite, total of 8. I'll probably be on Atlanta to finish off the series, but we really don't have a pitcher for the Dodgers, so we can't do it yet. But what was that?
Yeah, there's no pitcher for the Dodgers, but I'm going to be on Atlanta. I don't even care who's pitching for the Dodgers. Max Fried is awesome. Dodgers are better versus righties than lefties. So Fried, yeah, I'm all over. Going to be all over. I've been cashing Atlanta plus 1.5 the last 3 games, but I think I'm going to go with Atlanta money line today. Obviously, I'm not going to give out an official pick because the lines aren't out and everything, but it's hard to go against Atlanta in this spot.
It really is. It really is. But that should pretty much wrap everything up. Before we go over a recap and then head on out for today, because I know we have a couple games that we went over like an hour ago, so we'll do a recap so everybody knows what we're doing. Hey, we went over that the Thursday night football game over an hour ago. So, but before we do that, if you guys are new to the channel, if you guys are new to the channel, make sure you guys do like, comment, subscribe, share, do all that good stuff. Appreciate all the support. Check out all the links in the description below: Twitch, Twitter, Instagram, Discord, Facebook, Picks and Parleys, Premium Plays, merch, all that good stuff. Terry Edelman is at Let's Go Wild Picks on Twitter, and then Detroit Lenny's at Detroit_Lenny on Twitter as well. Check them both out. Lenny's all over the Picks and Parleys site. I know Terry is big with the Ice Guy community and everything, so they're all active like crazy, so go ahead and check them out on Twitter. Speaking of the Picks and Parleys crew, Craig did his show earlier at 10. Higgs is live. Higgs is live right now. I put his link in chat if you guys want to head over there. He is starting his football contest this week. Oh, wait, no, he's not, because they're still in the middle of another one. But he gives out picks just like me and Nick every day, so go ahead, check him out. Links to that's in the description. Allie will be back live at 1:30. Her morning wood. It's weird. I'm still in on a Thursday. So
what?
Yeah, I know. Crazy.
I'll have to check those stats again to make sure that you actually made it through.
I had the Bucks and the Kings the first 2 days. So Somehow, some way, I
I'll
made
roll
it in.
tape back. I will roll tape back to see because there's no way you're still in it.
I'm
And if
saying-
so, you
hey,
definitely don't win today.
I was about to say it's only Thursday. It's not like it's Saturday. I think I'm fine for right now. I'll lose tonight, but check out
breaking
that.
news in the chat. Breaking news.
What I do?
Breaking news.
Johansson is in net for Colorado today.
See, slam Florida.
Oh,
Not
there you
really
go,
correct
Stan Florida.
spelling there, Nick, but we'll give you a pass on the spelling. But yeah, he's not a good goaltender. He
That's
played
fair.
for Buffalo and got destroyed.
Oh, okay, there you go.
Colorado's backup. He did play kind of well with Colorado last year because they have obviously a defense Buffalo doesn't have. But yeah, I'm liking Florida a lot more now.
There you go.
Me like
And then game time decision today, 6 o'clock. Almost adulting tonight, 9 o'clock. Who you got on tonight? You, Allie, and
Wilhelmina. Wilhelmina
all right.
Hayes, I believe, and that's at halftime of the barn burner of Dallas. Not Dallas, Denver. And Cleveland. Yeah. So.
Fantastic. And then obviously free pick videos will be coming out all night between me, Earle Sports Bets, and Picks and Parleys. So make sure you guys are checked out and follow all that stuff. Recap for today: a lot of plays, a lot of plays from all of us. I, for one, have 4 plays. Everybody else has a bunch because they do hockey, but I have 4 plays. I got the Cleveland Browns, Atlanta Hawks minus the points, Miami Heat plus the points, and Golden State Warriors minus the points. Laundry list for Nick: he's got the Montreal Canadiens, San Jose Sharks, Washington Capitals, Nashville Predators, Florida, Arizona plus a goal and a half. He's got Tulane plus points. He's got Louisiana Lafayette minus points, San Jose minus points, and Golden State minus points. Lenny, recap your card.
Oh crap! I wasn't ready. All right, I'm on the NHL. I'm on Arizona on the puck line. Devils money line. I'm on the Wings in every way, shape, or form. Actually, just on the puck line, sprinkle a little on the money line. I'm going to jump on Florida too as well. The Panthers, but for NBA, I'm on the Warriors minus the 3.5. Atlanta money line and the Bucks money line. College football, I'm on SMU minus the 14 and the Charlotte 49ers plus the 6.5. And for the NFL, I lean kind of towards the over, but that's a 1-800 game.
Sounds good. Terry?
NBA, again, dipping my toes lately. Dallas plus 2.5. Milwaukee money line and Golden State money line. NFL, Denver first half plus 0.5. And Denver full game plus 1.5. NHL, Carolina money line, Carolina in regulation, Florida money line, Columbus money line, Washington money line, Detroit money line, Anaheim plus 1.5, New York Rangers money line, Vancouver Chicago over 6, Edmonton in regulation, and Edmonton team total over 3.5.
Sounds good. Big day for both of you guys. Lots of plays going down. Hopefully make some money today. But that's going to wrap it up. Everybody head over to Higstream. Once again, links to that's in the description or in the chat now. So check that out. But that should wrap it up for today, guys. I want to thank you guys all for watching. Thank you, Lenny and Terry, for joining me again. And we'll be back tomorrow. Me and Nick will be back tomorrow at 10 a.m. for the Earle Sports Bet Show. I want to thank you guys all for watching. Until next time, make some money. Cash and bets. Got lots of stuff today. NFL, college football, NBA, hockey, baseball, whatever you're making money in. Let's do it. See you later, guys.
Good luck.